I don't really think I'll be able to retain any information on Warhammer, but you guys can test it out for me tomorrow. Bricky's. I'm sorry. Okay. Video. Stop.
To the people on the internet.
Hello,
the
it's
time
me.
has come. The reckoning begins. Your boy got himself.
Your boy. Oh. Wait. What song is that?
After many months.
What song is that?
Shilling gamer subs.
Shilling.
Like mad. My favorite thing to do. We have ourselves a goddamn shaker cup. It's
Shaker
here,
cup.
The official Bricky waifu shaker cup. Do you
Waifu.
see the gal on here? If it's not great focusing,
Wireframe.
Shut Skater, put a thing in the background. Long white hair, absolutely. A bit more toned, abs.
Nice.
Obviously, bikini, hit it. Legally distinct mark on the face. Of course, she wants.
Wait,
you
is
to do the dill
she an OC
maybe, but most
of him?
likely to serve in a glorious army.
Hey.
Legally distinct.
Huh? What?
I think so.
What?
Bricky Shaker Cup is available
Shaker.
now.
Shaking
And you should
them
get it
jiggles,
while
actually.
it is hot. But if you're
Yup.
thinking, Bricky,
Yup.
what should I put in this? Well, how about my top 10 favorite gamer subs flavors? From number 1
What?
to number 10.
Did I said something? I didn't said anything.
And an addendum
What?
for those that are
What?
caffeine free.
What do you
This Shaker
mean?
Cup is available now in the description.
Wait, did I said
of this
something?
video. You may use
I
code
don't
Bricky
remember.
as well
Did
at
I said
checkout
something?
to
I don't
get a
think so.
discount on your
What?
order. A massive
Huh?
amount of profits goes to yours truly, and a huge
Huh?
thank you to Gamer Subs for
Huh?
sponsoring and for getting me
Huh?
this beautiful cup.
Hello?
Go
Clip,
out
what
there
did I
and
do?
I'm gonna take one more sip for the
Grandian,
camera,
what did I
slow
do?
it down, throw some sexy music in there, and I'll see you guys soon.
Okay. I'm just a I didn't know. I don't remember what I said. I don't remember what I said.
Hello everybody, my name is Bricky.
Hi,
Currently
Bricky.
stuck in the walls of the most prodigious school in the Imperium.
Can you guys hear
by
it,
punishment
actually?
For falling asleep during class. God bless the skull of your game. Many of you have come across my every faction explained video.
No, I have not
Thank you.
came
Secondly,
across
we are
that
here
yet.
to dig a little
Wait,
deeper.
do I need to
Space
watch that
Marines are the
first?
quintessential poster boys
It's quiet.
of Warhammer 40,000. When people
It's
think
quiet.
40K, they think Space Marines, but there are
Space
many
Marines!
types of Space Marines formed
Space
from
Marines!
20 separate legions. We are going to
Wait,
rattle
420?
them off in order.
Wait, 420?
To dig a little deeper.
420!
Space Marines are the quintessential
420!
poster boys of Warhammer 40,000. When people think 40K, they
420!
think Space Marines, but there are many types of Space Marines
Is it really
formed
for-
from 20 separate legions.
Oh,
We are
20.
going to rattle them off
20.
in order and give you a quick rundown of
20.
each one. A disclaimer, like in my Every Faction Explained video, this is a
Disclaimer.
mix of accuracy and memes. If I say the
Memes.
Salamanders Legion specializes in hugging children and petting puppies, they aren't exactly doing that, mostly.
Of course.
I would like to pet this creature.
But you can infer that they care about civilians and are a bit kinder than the average Space Marine. A Space Marine being a genetically modified super soldier that's had a million new and terrifying organs shoved into them, refrigerators strapped to their bodies, and are so far
Wait, that's a
above the average
refrigerator?
human that they are referred to as
They're
demigods
the big boys.
instead. Each Space Marine has a father, unlike you, a
The
Primarch,
Emperor!
which is basically
Ford
an even
Emperor.
bigger Space Marine that was forged in a lab by the God Emperor of mankind, that
God
gigantic
Emperor.
golden dude you see everywhere, who is both the leader and now the martyr of humanity. The Primarchs
what?
are his 20 sons, built in a
Primarchs.
lab, who lead
Okay, I
20
think I remember
legions of
this.
Space Marines, who are
20
their sons.
legions.
Not from a lab, but rather a dissection table, giving them the powers and skills of their associated
Ew.
Primarch via a
Wait,
dissection.
really?
Not from a lab. The God Emperor of mankind, that gigantic golden dude you see
Really?
everywhere, who is
The
both the
daddy
leader
emperor.
and now the martyr of
The
humanity.
zaddy.
The Primarchs are
Okay.
his 20 sons, built in a lab, who lead 20 legions of Space Marines, who are
20
their
sons,
sons.
20
Not from a
legions
lab, but rather a dissection
has
table,
sons
giving them the powers
with a
and skills of their
dissection.
associated
God damn
Primarch
it.
via a gene seed, a special
Gene seed.
organ
Okay, I
carrying
think I
the
remember
genetic
that.
makeup of their Primarch, and, you know, their seed. So if Jagatai Khan of the White Scars has the genetic makeup that wants him to go really, really fast, then his sons, the Space Marines, also want to go really, really fast. I should note that I am only referring to the legions this time around. If you're interested in sub-factions like, let's say, the Black Templars, then it's not going to be here. However, I do have a...
What's the difference between the legion and the subsection? What? Wait, is a legion a faction? Is a legion a faction?
Interested in sub-factions like, let's say, the Black Templars, then it's not going to be here.
Don't
However,
call it
I do
on.
have a excellent Black Templar video. I'd argue it's probably the most accurate one I can think of. It goes through the whole lore, everything about them. It's a very long video, and I'll put it in the description.
Black
Just look up
Templars.
Black Templar video
Probably
in the
because of
description.
the black paint.
You'll get what you need. And now, with the easy explanation out of the way, let us begin with our first legion.
Yes, right? Legion is the faction.
Dark Angels. Allegiance? Loyal.
Loyal to the Empire. Or not.
Primarch Lionel Johnson, a duelist, a knight,
Duelist.
a real asshole, I'm not gonna lie. The single word descriptor, paranoid. The Dark Angels are our first legion, hailing from the death world known as Caliban. Their Primarch, Lionel Johnson, is what happens when you try to make the side profile Chad meme into a genuine character. He is a master tier duelist, a brilliant strategist, and an overall dick. There are few situations he isn't prepared for, and few fights he isn't ready to lead head on. This makes the Dark Angels have a very Knights of the Round Table vibe. They look like the Knights of old with these large suits of power armor, often donning robes and hoods. Their names also follow this. They have like Ezekiel, Azrael, Belial, Samuel, and so on. However, the common thing associated with Dark Angels are the Fallen, a part of their faction that turned traitor against the Imperium, and they are very heavily trying.
Wait a minute. We need some subs. Who?
Belial, Samuel, and so on. However, the common thing associated with Dark Angels are the Fallen, a part of their faction that turned traitor against the Imperium, and they are very heavily trying to expunge all knowledge of them from existence. Fallen? What Fallen? Never heard of any Fallen. Do you know about the Fallen? We're gonna take you away and mind probe you to make sure you have never heard of the Fallen. They definitely don't exist. If they do exist, which they don't, we will find them even though they don't exist. They love their interrogations. They thrive in it. Lionel Johnson is a scorched earth policy sometimes, and it's given to his sons in force, which makes sense considering that when the Lion heard of a Chaos Primarch on a homeworld different Primarch, whose mom was there, he was like, let's nuke it. The Dark Angels are a special group
who are the Chaos Primarchs then? Wait, so the different legions already have like heretics in them, right? Or is like Horus Heresy here? Oh, Sons of Horus. Oh,
actions, the Deathwing Terminators, slow-moving, tough phalanx, the Raven Wing, fast jet bikes and flyers, and the Green Wing, which is your standard Marines. They are a jack of all trades, but not in the sense where they're good at everything, but rather they have a lot of things that are good at specific things. Like instead of 20 people that have a multi-tool, they instead have 20 people with gigantic power tools for every job imaginable. If you like being suspicious about everyone and everything in your surroundings, but you also like to have a whole lot of deep Knight type lore, run the Dark Angels.
The One Piece! The One Piece is real!
Our second legion is a special one.
If you can see,
Emperor's Children.
To 11.
The Emperor's Children. Allegiance,
They're
traitor.
violent.
Primarch, Fulgrim, a perfectionist, an artist, a sneaky snakey snake, and a single word descriptor, perfection. The Emperor's Children are all about the pursuit of perfection. Perfection in all they do. Perfection in war, in artistry, and perfection in every other aspect of life. Their armor is a gleaming pink, purple, and gold. Their ships have spires of gorgeous marble and gold statues in their honor. Fulgrim is a man who believes the pursuit of perfection is the goal of all things. And I mean, look at him. Can you truly tell me that he is not perfect? The hair, the features. As Primarchs go, he's like the one
in
you look at, and if 40K had a guy that would give you the best sex you've ever had and
What the
never
fuck?
call you back, this is the fucking guy. Which is why this pursuit of decadence
what the-
led them to the evils of chaos. Yes, Emperor's
They are
children are our
chaos.
first Chaos Legion, and not just a normal one devoted to, you guessed it, Slanesh, the Prince of Pleasure,
Slanesh.
God of unspeakable excess. The
It's
Emperor's
Slanesh?
children in their pursuit are now horrifyingly mutated beings through Slanesh's great will. They torture and maim to feel perfection through pain. They screech and attack with sonic weaponry for perfection through sound, and they slaughter
What
aiming
the
for
hell?
perfection in war. Fulgrim himself
Their
lost
version
the
of
battle
perfection
against
is
Slanesh as a
different
demon
now.
sword corrupted his mind and transformed him into the sexy man he was, into the sexy snake he is now. A demon Primarch, corrupted and bringing his legion's will by himself. As far as Emperor's children go, they are some bad people. They do horrible things to anyone and everything. In fact, they're such trolls that their battle cry is for the Emperor, despite being horribly mutated and corrupted. If you've ever taken a little too much of a
holy
drug,
shit, they're like rage baiting or
maybe
something.
the music at the
For
concert
the
was too loud and you didn't bring
Emperor.
any earplugs, or whatever the reason, you just take all those things and you dial it and you dial it and you twist it and the knob breaks. And that is the Emperor's children.
God damn! Iron Warriors. Outcast! Also, my favorite, perfection equals mastery. It's like Guts and Griffin have. Mutilated mommy and daddy are chaos. Mommy, daddy?
And we have killed him.
The Iron Warriors.
Iron
Allegiance,
Warriors.
traitor. Primarch, Perturabo. A
Wait,
warlord, a
why are there
siege
so many
smith,
traitors?
an incel.
Heretics!
Single word descriptor,
Incel?
siege. Continuing the trend of our Chaos Legions, we have the Iron Warriors led by Primarch Perturabo of Olympia. To understand the
Perturabo.
Iron Warriors, though, one must first understand Perturabo. A man so bitter
Perturabo.
coffee beans run for light. A man who hates the world and everyone in it, who never got recognition for his deeds, who hates his brothers and hates their accomplishments even more. Someone so laughably
He's
petty,
the middle
so
child.
incredibly bitter that he goes full circle
Middle
to
child
becoming
Lex
likable.
Luthor or
Why?
something.
Because he's competent. The Horus
Hey.
Heresy. We didn't talk about the Horus Heresy. Intermission.
Horus Heresy.
So Horus was the Emperor's favorite son,
my love.
right? You know, so the Emperor walked into his room.
Oh, really?
Horus said, Dad, I just gifted 150 subs to Amaranth, and she said my name a ton, and she loved me for it. I really think that I might get to meet her one day. And it kind of played out something like this.
Your feelings for her are not real. They are real to me!
And then it started playing out a little bit more like this.
Let the seas boil. Let the stars fall.
Oh, that looks so cool.
So it takes the last drop of my blood.
Yeah.
Oh, that testosterone
So
in
Iron
his
Warriors,
body.
the Horus Heresy wouldn't have gotten shit done without Peter Turbo. Imagine an entire faction that is the personification of brutal industrialism, where you serve the Legion until your dying breath. You build and you kill and you siege and you kill
Nice.
and you literally summon demons just to take them and trap them in machines and use them as cannon fodder. This is a thing they do. They summon demons to trap and use as shock troops. The Iron Warriors are siege warfare incarnate. They are heavy weapons. They are tanks. They are turrets, and they don't
that's cool.
die. They hate Imperial.
that's
They hate
cool.
Imperial Fists.
Do you need a pacifier, Iron Baby? No! No, I don't!
They are bitter incarnate. Perturabo and the Iron Warriors don't serve the Chaos Gods because they like them. They serve them because fuck you.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Not another speeding
what are
ticket.
these
I'll fight it in
animations,
court, but I
though?
don't think they're gonna accept gotta go
White
fast as a medical
scars.
condition.
The White Scars. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Jagatai
Loyal.
Khan, a speed
Jagatai
demon,
Khan.
Plain Strider, a roast god. Single word descriptor, speed. Hailing from
Speed.
Chagoris. The White Scars are all
speed,
about
speed.
speed. They love melee, but they love it even more when they are doing it from a motorcycle
Whoa.
or land
Isn't that
speeder.
Akira?
Or honestly, just
Oh,
running
they're
really damn
motorcycle
fast. The White
mains.
Scars are honestly forgotten about a lot.
They're motorcycle
and that's
mains.
more accurate. They are a legion that doesn't seek the recognition or glory from the combat they engage in. They engage in it because it is their duty and because they love it. Not in the insane slaughter enjoyment of loving it, but in the thrill
passion
of the fight. They are
and the
known
thrill
as
of
the
the fight.
laughing killers because they ride into battle with a smile on their face and a chuckle in their throat. And as you can
Most
tell by their
happiest
Primarch's name,
legion.
they are Mongolian based. Remove horses and replace them with motorcycles and land spears, and that's your style. They are heavily based on the
They're
old
based
times
on
of Genghis Khan,
Mongolians?
and you consider this is 40k and everybody's evil. You know, that fits. The White Scars are actually physical scars on their body, going back to their heritage on Chagoris. The Khan himself is kind of a dickhead, but a reasonable one. He thinks ahead, he's intelligent, he's patient. He is often underestimated because he doesn't scream his accomplishments from the rooftops, which is what makes him and the White Scars dangerous. His skills are kept at bay, only to be truly shown when the time is needed. The White Scars are a forgotten legion often, but that
No, I don't think so.
doesn't
Did
diminish
I
their
bought the white
accomplishments.
one?
All it does is
Well,
surprise those who underestimate them. Speed, awesome
probably
Mongolian vibe
because
they
the
got going on, and if you really like to stab people, that's the
Bro,
White Scars for
the
you.
motorcycle
Shameless
looks so
thirst
cool. Holy
break.
shit.
Woof, 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 woof.
Oh, that one is so fire.
The Space Wolves.
Hell yeah. They're
Allegiance,
wolves.
Loyalist. Primarch, Leman Russ. A Viking, a savage, the Undertaker.
The
Single
Vikings.
word descriptor.
Ooh.
Wolf, 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 wolf. There's so many goddamn wolf units. Skater, how many units in the Space Wolves Codex have the word wolf in their name?
Wait,
The
13?
Space Wolves are the 6th Legion and hail from Fenris, a frozen wasteland of a
Fenris.
world with their Primarch, Leman Russ. I don't really need to spend a whole lot of time talking about the Space Wolves because it's very obvious who they are. They are the second most obvious what their
Nice.
shtick is legion in
their
the 20 legions besides the World Eaters. When you look at the Space Wolves behind, what do you see? Do you see Vikings in space? You've done it. Congratulations, you have found Vikings in space.
And
But they have as
wolves.
much in common with a regular Marine
Rawr.
as an all-day Viking with like a Roman soldier. You see, as a Space Marine, your body is so enhanced that you filter out poison, and so you can't get drunk. The Space Wolves distill a special mead out of a horrible poisonous plant that would kill a normal human, so they could get drunk. They have fangs in their mouths. They sometimes cannibalize their enemies. Sometimes they eat people because they gain knowledge
What
about
the
them
fuck?
from there and about battle plans. The Space Wolves are savages.
They're kinda
raiders.
Delulu
They're
or
Vikings.
something.
But despite all of this, they are loyal to
They're
their
mad.
core. Leman Russ
the
is
heck?
an egotistical guy who just shouts stories and tales of his accomplishments everywhere they can. But at the
very
same
Viking
time,
way,
he was so
actually.
damn loyal that instead of gunning down his foes, he hit him with a fucking
Very
backbreaker to
Viking.
show his devotion to wrestling. If you want Vikings in space, you found it. Play the Vikings in space.
We're gonna build the wall. We have no choice.
Imperial
We have no
Fists.
choice.
Okay,
Build
they
that
sound familiar,
wall.
actually.
Build that wall. Build that wall.
The Imperial Fists. Allegiance,
Fists.
Loyalist. Primarch, Rogel Dorn. A
Rogel
builder,
Dorn.
a phalanx, and he needs a hand.
What is a
Single
phalanx
word
again?
descriptor. Fortify. The Imperial Fists are led by Primarch Rogel Dorn on their homeworld of Inuit. However, they themselves are actually
fortify.
a fleet-based chapter, with their main source of recruitment coming from an enormous moon-sized ship called the Phalanx.
That's
The
so cool.
Fists are a chapter you think of when you think of duty. They love
Fists
to
are
serve.
chapter.
The love to serve and the inability to be moved. Rogel Dorn is an architect, a master builder, and basically a rock in brain and body. A lack of humor or ability to lie shows
looks
that
good
he is
too,
as
with,
blunt
gold-
as the weapons
gold
of
colors.
war he creates. Not the swords he
Yeah,
makes,
it's
but
40K.
blunt, strong weapons. The Fists
Or
are
it's
the
probably
same.
just yellow,
Take your
not
archetypical
gold.
American
Because that's for the
Marine
Emperor.
style look, a buzz cut, a hard sense of duty, and then throw in some power armor and a love for building defenses, and you have the Imperial Fists.
Oh,
they
they
are
are
When
the
you
ones
find
with
a
the
spot,
shields.
They're ready to defend. You can't breach them. Their knowledge of defensive warfare is paramount. Without them, the Horus Heresy would have been so much more effective, but thanks to their insane and immovable tenacity, the Imperium lives today. And let's not forget that Iron Warrior and Imperial Fist rivalry. Want to know why the Iron
Iron
Warriors are so
Warrior?
bitter? These guys are the reason why.
Guys, bring the thing.
What is this
Where is he
animation? Let's watch this as well. What the heck? Where's he going?
Hey!
Iron
Hey,
Fist.
that could have killed me! Hey, guys! We missed! Get another!
Dorn and Perturabo are basically two sides.
Oh, wait. The first one? No. The second one? No. The third, Iron Warriors, right? Did I got it wrong? They look the same. They look the same, right? Iron Fist. No, Imperial Fists and then Iron. Oh my God, Iron Warriors,
The same
bruh.
coin. One is a bit
Bruh.
more level-headed and got better jobs. If
Bruh.
you want to be defensive, to be good at everything Space Marines are good at, bolters, heavy weapons, vehicles, you want a classic military fighting force, start fisting.
I am having a very bad day.
Fisting.
Today is one of
This
the
you
worst
know. What did
days.
I know?
Oh,
What do
boy.
I know?
Oh boy, here we go. The Night Lords. Allegiance, heretic. Primarch, Conrad Kurz. A sadist, a vigilante, depresso espresso. Single word,
Emo.
fear. The Night Lords are my favorite legion, hailing from the
emo.
Stromo and their Primarch, Conrad Kurz. They are a traitor legion
I like
from
the
a
kit.
planet known as the Sunless World
Traitor
or the World of
legion.
Endless Night.
World
Nostromo
of
is a
endless-
horrible hive
endless
city
night.
that is known for being host to some
What
of the
the hell
worst
hair is
gang
that?
violence, murder, and working conditions around. The only thing keeping the population in check is the suicide rate. The Night Lords followed in the footsteps of their Primarch, a man who believed in a twisted sense of justice and that the only way to make humans compliant is through fear. The Legion's lesson has been
They look
lost
so
on them
cool,
as their
though.
ranks were repopulated by gang members, murderers, arsonists, torturers, and other words I can't say on YouTube as young as 12 years
They're
old.
the
Murderers before they were even teenagers, raised to become demigods. Now,
It's
fear
not a
is what
phase,
they
Mom.
sow and flesh is what they reap. The Night
Damn.
Lords are scum.
I
They are
like
the
the- I
exact
like the
opposite
wings, the
of
bat
all
wings, though,
other
Jesus.
legions. They
That's so cool.
torture and they maim and they flay because they think it's fun. They
Damn.
run away often so they can come back and kill
They
you
kill
with
just
more
for the
numbers.
sport.
They prey on
They
the
kill for the
innocent
vibe.
and the weak. They kill normal civilians because it's easy and flee any battle where they don't possess overwhelming odds. They are the antithesis of normal Space Marines. They are scum. One time, a world did not comply to their demands, so they raided one of their
Night
ships and brought
Lords.
it into atmosphere.
I
The
got
crowds cheered and clapped as it appears that they had won the battle. And the airlocks opened, and the skinned and flayed bodies of the crew were
Wait a
thrown
minute.
down in the populace. It's
What?
fun.
What?
They
What?
run away often so they can come back and kill you with more numbers.
what?
They
What?
prey on the innocent and the weak. They kill normal civilians because it's easy and flee any battle where they don't possess overwhelming odds. They are the
No
antithesis of normal Space Marines. They are scum. One time, a world did
One
not
time?
comply to their demands, so they raided one of their ships and brought it into atmosphere. The crowds cheered and clapped as it appears that they had won the battle. And the airlocks opened, and the skinned and flayed bodies of the crew were thrown
what
down in
the
the populace. In
fuck?
other words,
It's raining.
a legion of
It's raining,
gangers
man.
and criminals.
It's
Add together a heavy
raining.
Slavic influence to them,
Slavic? Oh.
you've got my favorite faction.
You have not done the dishes for 5
Oh.
years. So embarrassed when people come over
Night
here.
Doesn't
Lords.
matter. You bring them over, you kill them. Vampires don't do dishes.
The Blood Angels.
Blood
Allegiance,
Angels.
Loyal. Primarch, Sanguinius. An angel, a vampire, a dead-ass
I think I
motherfucker. Single word descriptor.
He seems
Blood.
familiar.
The Blood Angels are 9th Legion,
Sang-
hailing from the homeworld of Baal, with their Primarch, Sanguinius. The Blood Angels are a tragic
they look so
tale with one
cool.
of the best Primarchs, one beloved by almost everybody, a genuine angelic figure who led his people to glory, killed by the hands of the traitor Horus before the Emperor's
Oh,
eyes.
he
The
did.
death of their Primarch led the
Bub.
entire Legion
He
to
did,
madness
bro.
as their gene seed malfunctioned and
Oh.
created something known as the Black rage. The blood angels degrade over time, experience something called the red thirst, which gives them a genuine vampiric thirst for blood. As their minds degrade and break down, they get angrier and angrier.
Bro, these legions have their own like storylines, man. That's kind of cool.
With no other goal than to tear everything in sight apart. But they don't see it as that. They see themselves there at their Primarch's demise, with Horus in sight. And to them, it's time for vengeance. That Space Marine over there, that Chaos Space Marine, that's Horus. Kill him. That Orc War Boss over there, Horus.
I like how they're still loyal, though.
1,000 Horuses. Horai. Kill them
Horai.
all. Did your toast come out a little bit burnt? Horus sabotaged your toaster. Destroy the toaster. Destroy it. Do it. Do it. Kill your toaster. Do it. This slow, debilitating disease takes over the blood angels, and it gives them this angelic, vampire, and Catholic-inspired imagery. They have chalices of blood. They rest in coffins and can even use psychic powers to sprout angel wings from their bodies. They are a tragedy through and through, and the only thing that will look more tragic are the mangled bodies of those they come in contact with.
I got a diesel engine, and honey, we forgot
Iron Hands?
We're gonna take your job
Wait.
The Iron Hands.
Is it the one?
Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Ferrus Manus, a machinist, an inventor, and not a great head on his shoulders.
Fuck with that. Oh, never mind.
Single word, Bionics.
It's like mechanics of death.
The Iron Hands are from the home planet of Medusa, and their Primarch Ferrus Manus. Does Ferrus Manus have an iron hand? You fucking know he's got an iron hand. The Iron Hands believe that the flesh is weakness. But despite all of their enhancements, despite all the things that made them demigods, replacing some of the flesh with bionics,
is he the one where the coat came from?
Will allow them to serve the Emperor or something. More. They go hard into vehicles and dreadnoughts. Dreadnoughts being giant walking sarcophagi that have wounded Space Marines piloting them from the inside. Vehicles, metal upgrades. These are the things that make up this legion. Their tech marines have servo arms sticking out from all directions. They have a wide array of mechanics and extremely often replace limbs with metal ones, serving all kinds of different functions to deal with their enemies.
What coat? The one that has like the flesh is weak something. There's a coat out there somewhere that I've heard before. What do you mean, are you living in the forest? Distance latency by hitting people. You can't fix distance latency by smack your ISP. What happened? Adeptus mechanics. Wait, is it theirs? How fun this Warframe update looks sick. Yeah, you know what? At this point, I may be able to interchange Warframe and Warhammer. Just okay. Warframe 50k. That's the Mechanicus.
Not particularly nice. They're kind of assholes. I mean, Marines are already normally pretty big assholes, but they're a little bit up there because of their
pride is so high, though.
Civilians
Isn't
made
it?
of flesh. Because you see, the flesh is weak. Flesh is corruptible.
That's
Bionics,
right.
the strength of the machine is pure
bro.
and cannot so easily be
fuck with that.
So if you want people who have this little techno fetishistic
are they
vibe to
called
them, that love
clankers?
their vehicles and their walking coffins, hit up the Iron Hands.
Understand,
I'm gonna
Commander?
hit them up.
I
Yeah. I'm gonna hit
was
them
never
up,
here.
bro.
Legion 11.
You gonna follow Maxwell? What happened, bub?
Why, hello there. I have returned from touching.
Hi, Maxwell. Hello, House Exploring 40k. I'm hoping that once I actually watch all of this, I will be able to retain information. I mean, I will be able to retain the information. You know?
Grass. I know. I'm pretty cool.
That Legion doesn't exist. Huh?
With the grass touching. And now let's continue our Warhammer lecture.
This ruffles my jammy.
Wait,
Understand,
what?
Commander? I
11th
was never
Legion
here.
doesn't
Legion 11.
exist? Wait, why? Wait, why? Why is it?
I have returned from.
Is it like
touching grass?
what?
I know. I'm pretty cool. with the grass touching him.
Yeah, you like some.
Now let's continue our Warhammer lecture.
This ruffles my jammies.
11 are erased. Wait, even the. Oh yeah, you're right. He didn't said anything about the second. Oh.
Okay, so what's going on here? I am a super sandwich.
The World Eaters. Allegiance, Heretic. Primarch, Angron. A butcher, a slaughterer.
Angron.
Earth-shatteringly, unreasonably fuck-ass mad.
Single word descriptor, anger. Hey you.
World Eaters.
Yeah, you.
The
Are you mad?
angriest.
Do you just fucking hate everything?
I fuck with that as well.
Exciting, get rewarded for doing so? Then you should join
That's
the World
right.
Eaters. Home planet of
okay.
Nuceria and Primarch Angron, who, if the name didn't suggest, is real fucking angry. Angron was raised a slave, forced to fight in gladiator pits. When he refused, they shoved old world tech into his brain, so that if he ever felt any emotion other than anger, it caused him extreme pain. All his sons, wanting to be like their dad, also put a version of these nails in their brain. So now you have an entire legion who literally feel unimaginable pain if they are feeling any emotion other than anger.
I'm
Slap
so
them
angry.
with a freight train of armor, 2 goddamn chainsaw axes, and you can see what's gonna happen.
2 chainsaws?
It's no
That's so
wonder they're
cool.
corrupted by corn. They're honestly a surprisingly sad legion that I actually screwed up in assuming that they were all just angry murderers. I mean, they are, but they didn't start out that way. Their corn corruption degraded their intelligence, their free will, and made powerful warriors into arguably even more powerful warriors, but blunt, like frothing at the mouth psycho warriors. The World Eaters, like I mentioned in the Space Wolves, they wear their concept on their sleeve. They are angry, they want to kill things, they want to kill you and maybe some of their friends, and that's the faction. They're red, they're mad, they're gonna run at you and cause
fuck with
death.
that.
If you
Look
like
at
that,
so
you
many
play
swords.
the World Eaters. Or you like it because they were, you know, at one point a lot better than that. Most of Warhammer was a lot better than that. I was once a lot better than that. That was when I was
Wait, is
in
it
college.
all like pre-Horus Heresy? Everything was better, or something? Corn hidden them.
I didn't finish.
I wonder what the
college, and
corn
neither
is.
did Angron.
Just. I wonder what the corn is. Okay, Ultramarines, the one that I know. Titus or something. Although I don't remember the Primarch.
Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Rabute Gilliman. That's
Gilliman!
how it's said. An analyst,
Hell yeah.
a diplomat,
Gilliman,
a blueberry
Gilliman,
boy
Gilliman.
scout. Single word
Blueberry
descriptor,
boy.
duty. When you see Space Marines on a
Duty.
box or just Space Marines in promotional material, notice how they are always
they're
colored blue.
always
These are the blue
Ultramarines.
Space Marines. These ones here, the Ultramarines, who hail from the world of Macrog with their Primarch, Rabute Gorilla Man. Ultramarines are the white bread of Space Marines. They're the grilled chicken with salt and pepper. And this is by no means an insult. They are plain Jane, but that's also because they're so goddamn good at their job. Their skill for warfare is paramount, but so is their ability for leadership. Gilliman for a while was a damn boring Primarch for all the reasons he was great, because no matter how hard you try, you don't win a war without logistics, without supply lines, without trade routes, without infrastructure and economy. You don't win anything without all that stuff, and Gilliman knows it, which is why he has one of the largest standing empires in the Imperium, named Ultramar, which is why his sons are the most recognizable of all the Space Marines, which is why the only thing that rivals the weight of their victories is the weight of their egos. They are good at everything and bad at nothing. They are great at everything. Other legions can do other things better than them, but they are good at everything. The most interesting thing about the Ultramarines is their characters, as they are all now inflicted with various amounts of ultra depression for many reasons. Gilliman is, at the time of recording, the only playable Primarch currently on the tabletop, and the only one that has returned to the 41st millennium for the Loyalist side. He took one look at what his empire has become and immediately wanted to fucking die. Being forced to lead everything he once hated, an Imperium rotten to its core with his sole responsibility to save it, is kind of what makes him interesting. They are a perfectly standard legion with perfectly standard ideals. And great,
they hated
if you think about the Ultramarines is their are the most recognizable of all the Space Marines, which is why the only thing that rivals the weight of their victories is the weight of their egos. They are good at everything and bad at nothing. They are great at everything. Other legions can do other things better than them, but they are good at everything. The most interesting thing about the Ultramarines is their characters, as they are all now inflicted with various amounts of Ultra depression for many reasons. Guilliman is, at the time of recording, the only playable Primarch currently on the tabletop, and the only one that has returned to the 41st millennium for the Loyalist side. He took one look at what his empire has become and immediately wanted to fucking die. Being forced to lead everything he once hated, an Imperium rotting to its core with his sole responsibility to save it, is kind of what makes him interesting. They are a perfectly standard legion with perfectly standard ideals, and great if you want a simple, clean slate.
Stink. Wait a minute. Stinky! The Death Guards are stinky. Also, why do they look like that? Bum. 41st millennium year 00 40k to 1999 40. Huh? What? They are different ways for data to travel. That's why I was thinking that the problem might be cables. Just a thought. What? They just want to be a show off. Basically, they're like the cool rich kids. Shut up. Post-Horus Heresy Imperium looks like it went from modern society to medieval or caveman tech. Oh.
Funny poop. Poop funny.
I need to read.
The
I think I
Death
need to
Guard.
reread.
Allegiance Heretic.
Horus Heresy.
When are you Po 2ing and Monster
Hunter
Stories 1 and 2ing?
The purple tick. When are you PoE 2ing and Monster Hunter Stories 1 and 2? I don't know. I have PoE 2, but like I haven't played it yet, actually.
Primarch or Tarian,
Stinky.
a Reaper, a poison, an ungodly stench. Single word descriptor,
okay.
rot. The Death Guard
Rot.
hail from Barbaros.
That's so cool. I
The
fuck with that.
Primarch Mortarium. The 14th Legion were
I
known
fuck with
for their
that.
incredible resilience to damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Where the Imperial Fists
They're
were
poison
defensive thanks to
resistance.
tactics and posturing, the Death Guard were resilient because they could take a punch or a gut shot or a cannon to the chest and just keep on moving. They are slow, yet they are resistant, which was only confounded as a Death Guard captain. Typhus, codename Dickhead, sold them out to Nurgle, god of rot and decay. Now, the Death Guard are a Nurgle-worshipping infected legion whose ability to feel pain and take damage has all but just gone away. They wade through gunfire, able to kill normal Marines 10 times over and continue unharmed, all while spreading rot and disease in the name of their dark, very stinky master. Where the Death Guard enter, plague spreads.
You know what? Sometimes I think that Khorne and Nurgle came from Warhammer Fantasy, or is it just
and they
sometimes
die. They spread debilitating disease to
mix
all
them
around them.
I don't even remember who were there in
anything
Warhammer
more
Fantasy.
Than very tanky when their enemies are falling over, puking, firing out of both ends, and having their skin peel off just by their presence. Entire worlds infested with a zombie rot, swarms of insects that eat flesh and metal alike, all while the Legion advances slowly, painfully, allowing the disease they spread to take its toll before they reap the lives they believe belong to them. And look at Mortarian's model, dude.
They look kind of fire.
A gigantic moth with a gigantic scythe. Come on now. The Death Guard.
Trick!
Those two are vanilla of chaos. Oh, it's the same. Oh, it's the same gods. Oh, yes. Look at this too. They're basically what you find at the garbage.
Fucking kill myself.
The Thousand Sons. Allegiance, Heretic. Primarch, Magnus the Red. A scholar, a sorcerer, a fucking nerd. Single word descriptor, magic. The Thousand Sons hail from their homeworld of Prospero, with their Primarch Magnus the Red. The final of our four major Chaos God factions, the Thousand Sons are disciples of Zeech, the Changer of Ways. Heavily inspired by their Egyptian theming, the Legion themselves are slaves God factions. The Thousand Sons are disciples of Zeech, the Changer of Ways.
So we have Slaanesh, Khorne, Nurgle, and who was this again? I keep forgetting what the
Prospero, with their Primarch Magnus the Red. The final of our four major Chaos God factions, the Thousand Sons are disciples of Zeech.
This is the one! This is the one in Space Marines too. The Thousand Suns, is it not?
Of Ways. Heavily inspired by their Egyptian theming, the Legion themselves are slaves to the god of trickery and change. Most of them no longer even having a physical form, reduced to just dust, piloting suits of armor at the whim of a sorcerer leader. The Thousand Suns do not deserve their fate. There's a common joke that Magnus did nothing wrong. This is untrue. He has done much wrong. However, he is very sympathetic, mainly because the Space Wolves and Leman Russ sought to end their rivalry through the annihilation of their legion, escaping only through the assistance of the Changer of Ways, and forever changed because of it. Meanwhile, magic is their main tool. Take some Lovecraftian style abilities, the eyes everywhere, and potent spells to be cast at their foes, whether these are bolts of psychic lightning, reversing time itself, opening up portals to unreality, or changing the very fabric of the universe. The Thousand Suns sorcery knows no bounds, and they are very good at it. If you're a fan of like wizards, your classic style of spellcaster, and you want a ton of them, combined with a tragic backstory and a Primarch who, like Mortarion, looks fucking baller, the Thousand Suns are for you.
You fucking asshole! There's no way, you're a fucking cheater. Such a sore loser. You're a cheater. My dad works at Nintendo!
The Sons of Horus, or the Luna Wolves, or the Black Legion. Allegiance, heretic. Primarch, Horus, a warlord, a treasured friend.
So their gene seed is their gene seed from Horus? 4 Chaos Gods, as in 4 Chaos Boy Band. I did try lower latency and reducing the stream quality. You know what? It's okay. I think it's a Twitch problem actually, because even me, when I look at my own stream, I know, I think I buffer too, even on my side. So like, I think it's Twitch or something. I don't know. Hopefully though, I know for the recent streams, I have been actually, I have been disconnecting from Twitch whenever I play Warframe. So hopefully it doesn't. Nipple horns? What? What gene seed from Horus's gene seed?
Or the Black Legion. Allegiance, heretic. Primarch, Horus,
the Sons
a
of
warlord,
Horus.
A treasured friend, or the traitor himself. Single word descriptor, assault. The Sons of Horus are the formal name of Horus's legion, hailing from the world of Chthoniya. The Sons of Horus themselves were assault troops. The strength of their attack was some of the most powerful in the legions. While the White Scars may favor speed for their strikes, the Sons of Horus were known for their overall offensive power. It was even said that if the Sons of Horus met the Imperial Fists, they would be at a stalemate for eternity. However, the Sons of Horus are no longer, because, well... They are now instead the Black Legion, led by Abaddon the Despoiler, who claims to succeed where his father failed. The Black Legion are still an offensive and assault-based force, but they act much like the Ultramarines, but for chaos. Your standard black and brass Space Marine, who are known for recruiting in all different kinds of avenues. Anyone can become a member of the Black Legion. Anyone can swear allegiance to the War Master. You gain favored by not just one, but all 4 gods equally. Their famous line, "Let the galaxy burn," is the best way to describe that. It doesn't matter what the outcome is. So long as the Imperium dies, the Black Legion has done its job. They are a legion formed from hatred and spite, with a clear goal in mind. As the Dark Gods are calling, and the Black Legion are sure to answer.
Hello. Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ?
No.
It wasn't fucking optional!
The Word Bearers. Allegiance, heretic. Primarch, Lord
there's a lot of
Aurelian,
heretics.
a preacher, a fanatic, a choir boy. Single word descriptor,
music.
Zeal. If the Black Legion answer the call of the Dark Gods, what if instead you decide to call the gods first? Well, then the Word Bearers are for you. The 17th Legion, led by Primarch Lorgar on the planet of Pulchus. Originally obsessed with worshiping the Emperor of Mankind as a god, they found that despite his divinity, he was not worthy of worship because, you know, he razed their equivalent of Jerusalem to the ground for daring to worship him. Like, could you imagine if God actually showed up and was just like, Jerusalem is stupid, it just destroyed the whole thing? Like, what would that do to your head? But There are gods that want worship and will reward those who do. The word bearers are chaos worshippers to a T. All chaos gods. They specialize in demonic rituals, the summoning of demons, and the mutual possession of their own troops. They welcome demons to their bodies to fight as one. They exalt the dark gods themselves for aid, and guess what? They answer. In the world of 40K, Satan doesn't just call you back. He hops in his GT Mustang and he crashes on your couch. In the world of 40K, your rituals will end with genuine results. The word bearers know this. They know through sacrifices, through devotion, through dark baptism, the gods will answer and they will be rewarded. So they use it. They bring forth demons. They bring forth possessions. They bring forth the power of the neverborn, the damned, and those that hide in the dark to bear against the Imperium. Lorgar sits there, smiling, as the truth he always knew, the existence of gods and the importance of faith is a reality. It is a tool he is using to rend the galaxy.
Dear Sir Stroke Madam, fire!
Wait. So we have 4 chaos gods, right? And then the god on the human side is just the emperor. Is that what it is? Anikaya! Bricky! 9 heretics versus 9. Oh, the world bearers are basically the homie who been messing with the Ouija board so much. No way. Al Blissful. Okay, this stream.
Fire! Exclamation mark.
Fire!
Help me!
The Salamanders. Allegiance,
where did it
Loyalist,
came from?
Primarch,
Salamanders.
Vulcan, a Forge Master, a Behemoth, a very huggy boy. Single word descriptor,
Huggy boy.
fire. The Salamanders hail from Nocturne, a volcanic planet home to their Primarch Vulcan. They are the largest of the Space Marines, not due to numbers, but rather size. Vulcan, he is an enormous slab of beef, by far the largest of all the Primarchs.
Who is
However,
this?
don't let his size fool you, as he is also the kindest. Salamanders have the juxtaposition of looking frightening, being larger than other Marines, while also boasting an ashy, like coal color skin and blazing red eyes, while simultaneously carrying around all manner of flame weaponry. So your average civilian might be spooked, but in reality, they are by far the kindest of all the legions to those civilians. Vulcan believes that to safeguard the Imperium is to, at the end of the day, safeguard its people. So unlike other legions who put their lives far and above the average human, the Salamanders spend significantly more time trying to save them, often taking numerous losses by doing so.
Why
they
am I
are very
hearing Nier
independent
music?
as well. They're forgers and blacksmiths, maintaining their own weapons and crafting versions of it. They also have the very rare privilege of being able to see their families even after becoming a Space Marine. They care, which is the funny part, because the 7.5-foot tall giant with flaming red eyes who just reduced a traitor to bubbling metal says, "You have nothing to fear, young citizen. Take my hand." If you enjoy fire, melting things, and being the nicer of the Marines, Salamanders are for you.
Chandler would work-life balance.
If you yell it out loud.
The Raven Guard.
Raven Guard.
Loyalist.
Loyalist.
Corvus Corax. A
Corvus.
raven. A shadow. An industrial dance DJ. Single word descriptor.
DJ?
Stealth. The Raven Guard are the final Loyalist Legion at 19 and hail from the planet
19?
Deliverance with Primarch Corvus Corax. If it hasn't been made clear enough already, the Raven Guard are stealth specialists and proficient in all manners of assassination. Despite this, their signature winged jump pack and double lightning claw look is, well,
jump pack?
Not very stealthy.
Alright, I fuck with that.
They're named after, of course, the Raven and embody the entire concept of it as a herald of death. They are stealthy, patient hunters
they have,
that
like,
have
the plague
no problem
doctor
with
mask.
waiting and waiting and waiting until the moment to strike is at hand. It's not easy being a stealth faction when your stealth involves people in 1 ton of power armor, but they find a way. That, more than anything, should not be used to show how ridiculous 40K is.
How they gonna stealth?
Even though it is, but rather to show how good the Raven Guard are at their jobs. It's not about them sneaking around you without being seen, but it's also about them having lied in wait for so long that it wasn't until they were in striking distance that you even realized they had been there. And also, if you want, edgelord Marines with a long black haircut, pale skin, ravens everywhere, if you want to field assassins and snipers abound, then the Raven Guard are for you.
Look at that, they have
In this
claws
very
and
room,
shit.
it could be you. It could be me. It could even be... Whoa, whoa, whoa!
What is
It was obvious.
The Alpha Legion.
Alpha
Allegiance,
Legion.
Heretic.
Heretic?
Primarch, Alfarius, and Omegon.
Two bald
Saboteurs,
two bald
destabilizers,
twins.
they're in your walls. Single word descriptor, espionage. Finally, the 20th Legion, the Alpha Legion, led by Alfarius and
What?
Omegon. The only Legion to have two Primarchs who were split as twins. The Alpha Legion are heretical, we think, and specialize in destabilization of society and armies. Their entire shtick is the Hydra, because when you cut off one head, two more take its place. All of the Alpha Legion look exactly like their Primarch. Olive skin, shaved head. All claim to be Alfarius. All are liars. They make the largest use of sleeper cells and cultists in the Chaos Space Marine factions because it's extremely easy to take over a planet when you
Poisoned our water supply, burned our crops, and delivered a plague unto our houses.
Where the Raven Guard use stealth and sabotage to eliminate their enemies, the Alpha Legion prefer to weaken them over time with sleeper agents, impersonations, basically anything you could imagine from a hardcore spy movie or Cold War level espionage. Being Alfarius is not only an honor, being Alfarius is a requirement. There's a story of someone chasing down an Alpha Legion agent for years upon years, and when they finally catch up with them and they see that the agent is wearing the same face as their pursuer, because this was the plan all along, to kill him and take his spot. We're talking facial reconstruction surgery, we're talking hacking, we're talking political assassination and impersonation, everything. They are
Why are they heretics,
in
they
name
think?
only. Because being a strong stoic
Space
warrior
Marines
is
in
not what the
name?
Alpha Legion is interested in. In fact, the Alpha Legion is interested in you not even knowing that the Alpha Legion is a thing. I am Alfarius. You are Alfarius. We are all Alfarius in his Lord's glorious army. Thank you everyone so much for watching this video. I hope you learned a little something. I hope if you were on the fence about what Space Marines you wanted to field, you would now have a better idea of what you want to play. Buy my gamer sub shaker. It's on sale.
Wait,
it's on
what did I
pre-order.
bought
It's
on-
ready to go. Just get it.
What
Just
did I
get
bought
it.
on
Use code
Space
Bricky in the
Marines too? I
description. Just get
forgot.
it. And a huge thank you to all of my patrons over on patreon.com/Bricky and the members on the YouTube channel. Your names are here. I thank
Who's
you
the
a
real
ton. You are all
alpha?
very generous.
Yeah.
And,
you wouldn't
I
even
need
know
to
that
answer a
you know the
question. Have you ever
Primarch is with
attempted
you
to
or
touch
something
grass,
because
but
you
end
all
up
look the
touching
same,
Destiny 2
probably.
loading screen?
I don't know. I don't know.
I just...
Heretic, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Wait, but like, who are they working for then? Goth, quiet kid in the back who didn't know. Who's the real alpha? Oh, there. The only heretic that you even question if they are actually heretic. Wait, but why though? Because they're sleeper agents. That measure of uncertainty with their allegiance helps hammer that point home. What is a sleeper agent though? To be honest. Wait. So Space Marines will have a new update, right? Whose skin are we having for this update? Whose skin we having for this update though? They are that good. Holy. Black Templars. Oh, the subsection. Wait, where? Under what are the Black Templars actually? Where are they under, dude? Where are they supposed to be? Or something. Hello, motherfucker. I'll combat. A sleeper agent is a spy who is placed in a target country or organization and lives a normal life undercover for an extended period, often years of even decades, to be activated for a mission at a future date. Oh, holy shit. Well, that means they can still live like a really, really nice life, I feel. Oh, Black Templars are under Imperial Fists. Oh, the defense dudes? Wait, but like they're kind of yellow, aren't they not? And like the Black Templars are like black and yellow probably. Branch of an... And symbols are Alkutan. His definition, someone who's a fake friend who's ready to spill some drama against you. What the hell? Alright, that's it. That was a pretty well, you know, well-structured introduction on the legions, actually. But like, I feel like we should also know the timeline of, you know, what happened. I didn't even know what the 41st is. 41st, yeah. Because it's 40k, right? So like 41st is basically the K after. Wait, 41st is the 40k. Oh! How can you not know? Aren't you a young sleeper agent? But shh, I'm not a skunk. I'm a pirate. Yar. You see this? I'm a one-eyed pirate. Yar. One-eyed pirate cat. Girl. Yar. Someone has some homework to do. Ah! More homework! What in the... Why will I have homework?